Shalom, this is the brother Nahal from GMS Jamaica Camp, giving all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, Bahasham Raka Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS Great Millstone, who teach and rule well through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai. Peace, love, and salutations to the Akim in the four corners of this earth, pushing this word with all truth and sincerity. To the men, women, and children out there, the spectacle Akims and Akwats out there who are tuned in, listening, and learning sincerely with hopes of being a part of the elect. Shalom, right? So this one will be going into the Mosai, basically taking us from a place of us being the offscouring of the earth to making us more precious than fine gold, right? And it just speaks to the fact that Yahweh, that right now we are reviled, right now we are deemed as the offscouring of the earth. We're buffeted right now. We're on the low right now. And when I say we, I'm making mention to Israel overall, ultimately, but mainly to us, the Israelites, you know what I mean? The men, the prophets of the Messiah, who are seeking righteousness, who are seeking to be a part of that the elect to get that mark of exemption, who are walking in the ways of Yahweh Shemeshah to the best of their abilities, right? Sincerely, right? We are rejected by societies, right? We are the outcast of society right now, right? And hey, we're just leading up closer and closer to our persecution, which is prophecy as well, you know what I mean? But until then, until Yahweh Shemeshah returns, right? Pull down this rulership, the rulership of Esau, right? Bring it down by way of destruction, destroying it, right? Putting these heathens to death, two-thirds to death, Edomites to death, and leading some of them to into slavery. You know what I mean? And we get the kingdom of Israel. Until then, we'll be the offspring of the earth. But when that time come, Yahweh Shemeshai said it, He'll make us more precious than fine gold. At that time, we'll be gods. Our bodies will change, You know what I mean? And then we will be exalted then, right? So right now we're on the low. That will change soon, Other one Rataza, this will be edifying as well as motivating, slack, motivating to brothers out there, and sisters out there who are within this ministry, right? And trying to endure to that very end, Just know that you're not doing this in vain, right? Know that there is a great reward at the end of this journey, Just endure to the end, And Yahweh Shemeshai, He will reward us. Other one that I'm a part of that number, right? Of the hopeful elect. So this is First Corinthians chapter 4, verse 10. We are fools for Hamashiach's sake, but ye are wise in Hamashiach. We are weak, but ye are strong. You're honorable, but we are despised. And that's right, You know? So even though we're fools to the world, even though what we might be doing out on the highways and byways doing videos might seem foolish to the world, to Yahweh Hashem Yoshai, we're deemed as wise. And that's Yahweh Hashem Yoshai, the creator and of the universe, of all things existent and non-existent, You know? So to that person, to that being, that divine being, we are wise, What more can we ask for? It's better to be wise in the eyes of Yahweh Shemeshah instead of being wise in the eyes of man, because as Scripture also says, the wisdom of this world is foolishness to the Most High. So it's okay for us to be fools for Yahweh Shemeshah's sake, It says we are weak, but you are strong, and that's right, Even though our man perish, our spirits are strong. Our spirits are strong because we know we have a divine entity, a divine power watching our backs, guiding us, leading us, protecting us, right? It says, you are honorable, but we are despised, So you have a lot of honorable. Hey, Jake, wicked is folly is set in great dignity, Folly is set in great dignity, Wickedness far exceeds righteousness in this on this side, and that's why we're despised, And that's why wicked men are honored and righteous men are despised, and we understand that, So we can't really get emotional over the fact that two-thirds doesn't accept us, or family rejects us. We can't get emotional over none of that. Just accept the fact for what it is. This world is wicked. Two-thirds is wicked. Our family, they are wicked. and they hate righteousness. It's just as though we, right, we love righteousness and we hate wickedness, yo. Vice versa. That's all that is happening, yo. So we can't really get emotionally worked up about that, yo. Right? It says, even unto this present hour we both hunger and thirst, and are naked, and are buffeted, and have no certain dwelling place. You can check any brother. We are buffeted, yo. We have no certain dwelling place. We do hunger, we do thirst, because everything that we have on this side, yo, we have to depend on. Ultimately, we depend on Yahweh Shem Shai, yo. You know, but the world is given into the hand of the wicked. We have nothing to say, yo. All right, we have this or that, yo. We have food, we have water, if it nourish us, yo. We actually don't. It's all Esau Edoms, right? And he give us to his extent or to his desire, But we trust in Yahweh Shai ultimately, right? It says, and labor working with our own hands, being reviled, right? Being reviled. And when you look into the word revile, it means to reproach, right? Rail at, right? Heap abuse upon, right? Criticize in an abusive or angrily insulting manner, yo. And when a person criticizes, basically they don't agree, right? They don't agree with what you're doing, you know they don't agree with what you're doing, they hate what you're doing, they criticize it, you know and it says in an abusive manner. Now you have something called constructive criticism, but these people aren't giving any constructive criticism, they just hate it because what we're doing is we're coming from the scripture. We're teaching to them on teaching unto them righteousness, the ways of how to be right in the eyes of Yahweh Shai. And their deeds are evil, their deeds are wicked. So it's going contrary to what they want. So therefore they criticize it and they hate it in an abusive manner, right? And it also means reproach, revile, reproach, and reproach basically to express to someone one's disapproval or disappointment in their actions. And our people, hey, I'm sure, right? Each man in this truth, all well, each sister, since your sister in this truth, have seen that, that 2/3, they disapprove of what we're doing. They disapprove of one of the main issues, just just it's not even the fact of reading out of this Bible, because you have Christians who are going to the Bible, but it's just the fact of you acknowledging who you are, a Hebrew Israelite, not black, but a Hebrew Israelite, right? They hate that, you can be anything else but a Hebrew Israelite, right? They'll accept anything else but you being a Hebrew Israelite. That's them expressing that, hey, they disapprove of it, They disapprove of what you're doing. They disapprove of Yahweh Hashem Yoshai. Yahweh Shai said it, The world cannot hate you, but me hate it, because I testify of its deeds, that the works are evil, roughly paraphrasing, So they hate Yahweh Shai, and we're not, the servant isn't better than the master, so therefore they're gonna hate us. And why? For the same thing, right? Us testifying against it, that the works are wicked, their ways are wicked, their deeds evil, what they're doing, they should stop it and return. So they don't want to hear that, you know it says, let's get back into it. It says verse 12, and labor it's like working with our own hands, being reviled we bless, being persecuted, well, we suffer it, and that persecution, that day of trouble, for the elect of Yahweh Shem Yoshai, because hey, judgment is gonna start up at the house of Yahweh Shem Yoshai first, we will be persecuted, that time is coming. And why will we be persecuted? For our beliefs, for our beliefs, right? But hey, we know that we have a reward at the end, right? So that, hey, whatever might come your way, right? Pray from now, fast, stay prayed up, stay in the spirit, beg Yahweh Hashem Yoshai to give you the spirit so that you can endure when that time comes, because trust me, what comes after the reward, the gift that Yahweh Hashem Yoshai is going to give us after all that, boy, you're gonna look back and you're gonna say, oh, that was nothing, that was all lightweight feather, a walk in the park on a nice cool Sunday evening, you know it says being defamed, right? Being what? Defamed, And when you go into the word defame, it means to speak reproachfully, right? That is basically speaking in a way of disapproval, right? It says rail at, and we have a lot. Hey, two-third, yo, we always have it, yo. Two-third railing at us, yo, screaming at the top of their lungs, trying to overpower what we're saying with their voice. We have seen examples of that, yo. It says, revile, which went into revile, which means to criticize in an abusive manner, right, or insulting manner. It says culminate, and the word culminate means to make a false or defamatory statement, a false statement, and we have that, yo. We've always had that, because culminate and defame is the same word. I'll just finish defame. It says blaspheme, to be evil spoken of, to damage the good rep of someone. And we've always had that, especially the men of GMS Great Millstone, beginning from the apostles on down. We've always had that, you know we are called what? Pedophiles, right? Rapists, right? And that's us, and we've even had that from fellow, well, not even fellow, but other Hebrew Israelite camps, right? Defaming us. But we all know, hey, we glorify, we glory, right? We give thanks to Yahweh Hashem Shai, because we know that we are doing the right thing, that's a part of what we are gonna suffer if we're walking the path of Yahweh Hashem Shai, The servant isn't better than the master. Yahushai was said to have a devil, right? To do the miracles by way of Beelzebub, you know, a gluttonous and a wine bibber. They defamed the Yahushai, So how much more us, are we better than Yahushai to not be defamed by these people? And if you're not, hey, check yourself. If you're loved by two-third multitude, check what you're doing, you know, because wide is the way to destruction, right? We know by scripture that only a remnant will be saved, only a selected amount. You're like a drop to a wave. So if you're getting that wave, hey, check yourself. you know Only a drop to a wave will be saved. You can't be having that wave and thinking that Yahweh Shemeshah is dealing with you. It says, being defamed, we entreat, we are made as the filth, right? We're made as the filth, and the word filth, the most abject, right? And this uh the most abject men, right? It says the most abject men. And the word abject, it says of something bad experience or present to the maximum degree of a person or their behavior, completely without pride or dignity, self-abasing, right? So the object is basically saying that, we are the worst sort of filth upon this earth, right? Because it says, to a maximum degree, right? So these people look on us as filth, dung, less than trash. And you can hear it in their conversation when you're out on the highways and byways, you know. So don't expect to be liked or loved on this side. It says, of the world we are made as the filth of the world, and are the offscouring of all things unto this day. And the offscouring is basically dust, dirt, like when you walk and you have a little dirt on your shoes and you just brush it off, that's offscouring, and that's how the world look at us, as offscouring, you know it says, and we are the offspring of all things unto this day, right? So that's what the scripture says, This is, let me get wisdom of Solomon real quick. All right, come. Hey, I hope that the point was made that you're not supposed to look to be liked. Don't look to be loved by two-third or the multitude, Don't look for fame. Don't look for a lot of followers, right? Don't look for everybody respect you because of what you do, because the world doesn't respect Yahweh Hashem Shai. So why will they respect a servant of Yahweh Hashem Shai, Right? That just don't make sense right there. This is, let's get Wisdom of Solomon chapter 4, the verse 1. It says, better is it to have no, Slakia, Wisdom of Solomon 3, right? And verse 1, it says, but the souls of the righteous are in the hand of Yahweh, and there shall no torment touch them, right? It says, in the sight of the unwise they seem to die, and their departure is taken for misery, right? In the sight of the unwise, so they see us as bums on the streets, having no life, no job, right? Nothing to do, right? But stand up on the street side in filthy garments or clothes. That's how they see us, right? It says, and their departure is taken for misery, right? And they're going from us to be utter destruction, but they are in peace. And that's what these people don't know, yes. Yo, even though they might look on us as filth, right, the offspring of the earth, as madmen on the street corner reading from Bible, right, we are in peace because we know that Yahweh Shai, right, and we have hope and believe that Yahweh Shai is our guide, yo, our shadow, our place of refuge, yo, right, our counselor, our help, you know. So we are actually in peace, yo, because all our cares upon Yahweh Shai. We don't worry over what the average man worries over, even though we are troubled in the mind because Satan or the devil is tempting us, yo. But for those who truly believe upon Yahweh Shai, we are in peace, at peace, yo. You know, that's what that's what Tutor, that's what Esau, the other nations, they don't understand, right? It says, for though they be punished in the sight of men, yes, you know, yet is their hope full of immortality. Ooh. Though they be punished in the sight of men, yet is their hope full of mortality. And having been a little chastised, so though it look like, yo, we are on the lowest of low, right? That like we are suffering, right? Our hope is full of immortality. And having been, verse 5, and having been a little chastised, they shall be greatly rewarded, for Yahweh proved them and found them worthy for himself, yo. And that's us basically going through that straight gate, you know, right? And Yahweh Shemesha is proving us, yo, right? So that's Yahweh Shemesha basically purifying us to make us even worth even more, right, than fine gold. It says, and having been verse 6, see here, verse 6, yes, as gold in the furnace had he tried them and received them as a burnt offering. That's how Bashmasha purifying us, yo. You know, it says, in that time of their visitation they shall shine and run to and fro like sparks among the stubble, yo. And it says, as it says, yo, we shall shine, right? We shall shine, yo, we shall stand out. These people will look on and all the hatred that they had for us, right? All the mockings, jeerings, right? That they were doing. It's like it's gonna you're basically we're gonna let's see here. Let me get this correct, yo, right? Basically the derision, right, that they had us in, yo, right? That will be taken away through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai, you know? It says, they shall judge the nations and have dominion over the people, yo, right? And their Lord shall reign forever. They that put their trust in him shall understand the truth, and such as be faithful in love shall abide with him. For grace and mercy is to his saints, and he had care for his elect. You see how Bashmishai cares for his elect. In verse 8 says that we shall judge nations, yo, and have dominion over the people. And that's so true, yo. The elect men, right, will have dominion over the people, yo, right, over two-thirds and over the other nations, yo, shall rule them, right? So even on this side, yeah, so this is what I was getting into earlier when I had that little lapse. But even on this side, even though on this side we might seem to perish, we're on the lowest of low right now, right? Anyhow, Bashimeshai, we're much higher than these people have us, yo. And when Yahweh Shai returns, hey, then these people will see our true status, yo, you know, right? Our true worth, yo, you know. So hey, they don't let Jake having you looking at you like with disgust, right? Deeming in the offscouring of the earth, like operating around you like they're better than you, yo, get you down, you know. Don't let pushing this word, doing this work for your boss, shy, right? Make you feel like um you're lower than all men, yo, right? Because even though we might seem to perish on this side, we might seem to be on the low on this side, but the reward that's coming will be worth way more, yo, right? So let's get Isaiah real quick. This is Isaiah. No, I want to get Isaiah 4 and 1, yo. Right? It says, And in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, We will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. Right? Yo. So in that day, yo, even the women, yo, you don't have to get down about these women rejecting you now, yo. The day of your power, hey, they're gonna run to you. And 7 means a number of completion. So a complete number of women, yo. Is it right? It says, And in that day shall the branch of Yahweh be beautiful and glorious, and the fruit of the earth shall be excellent and comely for them that are escaped of Israel. So even though we're looked down upon right now as offscouring as dung, right? Yeah, yeah, we'll be made beautiful and glorious, yo. Right? And we shall look excellent and comely. And he says, For them that are escaped of Israel, and who's gonna escape? Only the remnant, the elect, right? The men, women, and children selected of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. And it shall come to pass that he that is left in Zion and he that remaineth in Jerusalem shall be called holy, even every one that is written among the living in Jerusalem, right? When the Lord shall have washed away the filth of the daughters of Zion. So hey, you daughters, yo, you sisters, keep believing, yo. Keep serving Yahweh Hashem Yashai. I mean, keep stay faithful to your husbands. I mean, Yahweh Hashem Yashai, hey, says here Yahweh Hashem Yashai, wash away all your filth, yo, right? And he says, And shall have purged the blood of Jerusalem from the midst thereof by the spirit of judgment and by the spirit of burning. And the Yahweh will create upon every dwelling place of Mount Zion and upon her assemblies a cloud and the smoke by day and the shining of a flaming fire by night. For upon all girls shall be a defense. There shall be a tabernacle for a shadow in the daytime from the heat, and for a place of refuge, and for a covert from storm and from rain, right? So, hey, that shows you, yo, Yahweh Shemeshah is gonna make us precious, yo. Yahweh Shemeshah is gonna transform us if we keep doing this, yo, if we endure to the end, right? And serve Him, endure unto death, yo, you know, endure unto death. This is Isaiah. Let's get Isaiah again, Isaiah 13 this time, all right, and verse 12. I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. Again, I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. I don't know what gold is, yo. Where's fine gold? You know how much an ounce of that is worth? Much less let's say, yo, hey, a man will be worth way more than any amount of fine gold you have, yo, on this earth, in the universe, the galaxies, yo, universe, yo. Yahweh Shemeshai is gonna make one of his elect men way more precious than that, more valuable than that, right? And all we have to do is, endure this light affliction, which only is enduring for a short time. Roughly paraphrase that, yo. You just have to endure unto the end, yo, and pray to Yahweh Shemeshai that He gives you the spirit of stability, of wisdom, yo, to endure, yo, to withstand the time that's coming, or the hour of temptation cometh, yo, right? This is Wisdom of Solomon. Let's get 5 this time and 1. No, we can't leave this out, right? It says, Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of us. Hey, it shows us, yo. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him and made no account of his labors. So when you have Hashem transforms us, yo, and saves us, yo, we're gonna look at these people, you know what I mean? These people that what had us in derision, yo, right? And afflicted us and made no account of what we were doing in the labors, yo, us being out on the highways and byways, you know what I mean, rain, right? The hot sun, right? No matter what, yo, in season and out, these men made no account of it. These women, children made no account of it. So then, yo, right, we're gonna stand in great boldness because Yahweh had saved us, yo, right? It says, when they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, right? Because hey, that's chariots, yo, the chariots of Yahweh Shai, so-called UFOs, saving us, yo, beaming us up, right? Beaming up the brothers, yo. The strangeness of their salvations, yo. They're gonna be amazed, yo. Right? So far beyond all that they looked for. And they repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit shall say within themselves, this was he whom we had sometimes in derision, and a proverb of reproach. We fools accounted his life madness, and his end to be without honor. How is he numbered among the children of Yahweh, and his lot among the saints? Therefore we have erred from the way of truth, and the light of righteousness had not shined unto us, and the sun of righteousness was not upon us, yo. Right? And they'll be shamed, they'll be put to shame, yo. You know what I mean? But hey, the men of the Lord will be exalted in that time. The name of Yahweh Shem Shai will be exalted at that time, yo. You know? All praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh Shem Shai right there. Let's get Matthew real quick. Then I'll close out with this Matthew right here. This is Matthew chapter 5, verse 10. Right? Matthew chapter 5, verse 10. Right. Alright. So this is Matthew chapter 5, verse 10. It says, blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are ye when men shall revile you and persecute you, and shall say all manner of evil things against you falsely for my sake. Right? So falsely, yo, blessed, yo, you're blessed. You know? It says, rejoice and be exceeding glad, for great is your reward in heaven. For so persecuted they the prophets which were before you. So hey, with that, all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Shem Shai, Bashem Rakah Kodash. Double honors again to the elders and apostles of James Great Millstone, who rule and teach well to spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai. Peace, love, and salutations to the elect men, women, and children of Israel, right? Who are doing a sincerely believe upon Yahweh Shem Shai. Hopes being saved. The world, the elect will be saved. You know? So yeah, let's keep believing, let's keep hoping and working so that we may be accounted as a part of that number, yo. Give due diligence to make thy calling and election sure, yo. Let's keep pushing. Shalom.